beg your pardon?
The other one seemed to be shortening out.
Oh, it did. It had a loose wire. Let me, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yeah, if you don't mind. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here with us, and a special welcome to those seeing us online. Thank you for joining us. And my name is Joanne, and I'm here to co-host or host with Reverend David.
The unity movement embraces the inherent worth and diversity of every individual, fostering an environment of acceptance and respect for all people without distinction of any kind. And we come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. So wherever you are in that process, well, we're glad that you joined us today.
While it is a well-traveled land, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of the First Nations, comprising of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work, learn, and live in this area. And we're also happy to have our music director, Angelica, here, accompanied by Mike Karloff, one of our favorite pianists. Well, actually, he's just is our favorite pianist.
We are always glad to have Mike here when he can be here. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. Also, I want to thank you for being our host today. And I would like to invite you to open us in prayer.
Oh, yes. That. So today's talk is on gratitude and mindfulness. So just become aware of that as you mindfully relax in the seat of your chair. Just become aware of your breathing, letting go of all the stuff that went on before you got here. Reflecting on some of the blessings in life and how they came to be is like a connect the dots puzzle. When a line is drawn sequentially, connecting the numbered dots, the outline of an object is revealed. Looking back, I now see serendipitous events. Serendipity is defined as finding valuable or agreeable things not sought for. These things might include how I found my friends, job, church, or the town in which I live. My spiritual understanding and belief in the activity of Spirit at work in my life show how I am guided throughout my journey. I see the connecting lines and recognize divine order and grace leading the way. I am thankful for the gifts I have received and the unexpected good, even within the challenging times. So be it.
So it is. Amen. Thank you. Also want to just let you know that our prayer chaplain today is Lucy. Lucy, where are you? She's not quite here yet, but Lucy will be our prayer chaplain on duty today. She will be upstairs in our prayer room directly after the service and available to pray with you if any of you would like to have someone to pray with.
All right, we also have our prayer request box and prayer request slips over here on the podium. And all you do is just fill in the slip and place it in the box, and your prayer request will be held in prayer for the chaplain team, and those prayers will also continue to be forwarded to Unity.
So we do, Unity has the oldest live prayer team that's available by phone or by email as well. But we do have a 24/7 prayer line, and it's 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And so there's someone always there willing to pray with you if you find yourself needing prayer. The 1-800-NOW-PRAY is a line that will take you directly to someone that will be delighted to pray with you.
And now it's time for some music. And for those willing and able, please stand up and join us. Angelica and Mike, what do you have for us today?
If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can believe it, you can become it. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praises. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praises. Thank you for all I am. Thank you for all I have. Thank you for all I give and all that I will receive. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praises. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praises. Praises, praises. Make a joyful noise. Praises, praises. Make a joyful noise. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, that your joy may be made full, that your joy may be made full. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyful song and sing praises. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Break into joyous song and sing praises. Praises, praises. Make a joyful noise. Praises, praises. Thank you for all I give and all that I will receive. Make praises, praises, make a joyful noise. Praises, praises, make a joyful noise. Thank you, everyone. Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there, there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me. There's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity. Thank you all so much. You may be seated.
Thank you, Angelica.
Thank you.
And Mike. So Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. As part of the New Thought movement in the Worldwide Unity Movement, we strive to be compassionate, inclusive, open-minded, service-oriented, abundant, and spirit-filled.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of our oneness with Spirit, each other, and all of life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
Yeah, our affirmation for September is, I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me. Would you repeat that with me? I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me. And I truly am.
And now Angelica is going to sing a special song for us.
Day by day it wore me down, this aching pain inside. I had no choice but to set free what would not be denied. Beautiful brokenness, love will always win. Beautiful brokenness, that's how the light gets in. From the shattered pieces of a life tattered and torn, something lovely rises up, and I have been reborn. Day by day I wake to someone I have never seen. Who'd have guessed that I could ever love someone like me? Beautiful brokenness, love will always win. Beautiful brokenness, that's how the light gets in. Here in the open, I have freed my soul. Somehow being broken has made me whole. Beautiful brokenness, love will always win. Beautiful brokenness, that's how the light gets in. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah. And you do it very, very well. Yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. And also, I want to say hello to all of those that are joining us online. We're delighted to have you here as well. And I know many of you don't watch us in real time, but you pop in and watch us later because everything is archived on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. So we're delighted to have all of you here. And I am looking at the platform script, which will not help me at all. So a child psychologist had twin boys, and they were like really different. One was an optimist, and the other was a pessimist. Just to see what would happen, on Christmas Day, he loaded the pessimist room with toys and games, just filled the room up with it. And then he went over to the optimist room, and he dumped a pile of horse manure. That night, the father found the pessimist surrounded by the gifts, crying. He said, "What's wrong?" the father asked. He says, I have a ton of game manuals to read. I need batteries, and my toys will all get broken. That's the pessimist for you. And so passing the pessimist room, he passes the optimist room. And he finds the boy dancing around the pile of manure. So he says, why are you so happy? And the optimist shouted, there's got to be a pony around here somewhere. That's an optimist for you. There's got to be a pony around here somewhere. So today, my talk title is Gratitude and Mindfulness, A Path to Joy. And after the service today, we're going to have a workshop facilitated by Jerry Gazzella. And it's going to be it's going to be an interactive workshop, and we're going to be doing practices and it's going to be interactive. And I really want to encourage you to join us at 12:30 in this room for the workshop that will be on gratitude and mindfulness. So mindfulness and gratitude are two practices that are known for their ability to improve overall well-being. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and non-judgmentally observing our thoughts and our emotions. And gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our life. So while these practices may seem simple on their own, when combined, they can create a very powerful tool for cultivating joy in everyday life. And I think most of you would agree that having more joy in our lives and in our world would be a wonderful thing. Within the psychological professions, joy is a capacity we all have that can be trained and it can be developed. It is a primary component of psychological well-being, encompassing moments of appreciation, enduring contentment, and a sense of confidence and gratitude. So, in a spiritual context, joy is considered an intrinsic part of our true nature, our natural state that arises when we align with our true self. And being intrinsic, it is not something we need to seek after. Eckhart Tolle says that joy does not come from what you do. It flows into what you do, and thus into this world from deep within you. Let me repeat that. Joy does not come from what you do. It flows into what you do, and thus into the world from deep within you. So joy is a state of being that is always present, but sometimes and frequently for many people is obscured by our thoughts and our emotions. The Buddha is recorded to have said, and there's a slide on that one. You want to do that for me? Oh, you didn't get it in? Okay. The Buddha is recorded saying we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. So let me repeat that. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. I love that quote. This quote highlights the profound insight of our thoughts, the profound impact of our thoughts on our lives, and they underscore the importance of maintaining a positive and pure mindset to experience a lasting joy. When we think of the term pure mind, most of us probably envision a mind free from negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and greed. But I believe there is more of a depth there to it. The pure mind the Buddha is pointing to is the empty mind. the beginner's mind, the open mind, the kind of mind that we attempt to tap into when we sit in meditation. It is our pure consciousness that is empty of all thought, but at the same time filled with infinite potential. This is the pure mind that I believe that the Buddha is speaking of, that invites us to tap into a mind where joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. This is what we are exploring in our Wednesday night classes. We have a Wednesday Wisdom and Transformation class that is now going on every Wednesday for the rest of the year. And that's what we're looking into, this pure mind. And I would love to see you. We would love to have you here on Wednesday nights. It's at 6:30 to 8, and it's up in our classroom upstairs. So you're all invited. So this morning we are going to take a deep look into the practices of gratitude and mindfulness. They're powerful practices on their own, but when combined, they create an even more powerful tool for cultivating joy in our life. You know, when I was preparing this talk, I made a realization, and it came to me. And it was about my relationship with my father, and as I have related, I had a difficult relationship with my father, and I just didn't understand him. We just were constantly butting heads, and I am so grateful that before my father passed, that we eventually forgave each other, because it was me forgiving my father and my father forgiving me, because I had cut myself off from my father. But what I realized when I was doing this, I realized that what was so important, the key to transforming my relationship with my father, was these two things, these two practices that I'm talking about today: gratitude and mindfulness. When I left home and went very seldom back to see my father, I did begin to speak to other young men and found out that I was not the only young man that had problems dealing with their fathers. And so I was able to communicate with these other men and actually be myself and let out my feelings, which I had just stuffed with my father. And when I did that, then I became more mindful of what my father had gone through. My father was 16 when he was married. By the time he was 20, he had 3 young boys. You know, that was a lot to have, a wife and 3 kids and supporting them. And he took care of us. I always had shoes, I always had a meal on the table. But what happened is I started just thinking about how much I was grateful to my father. He was good to my mother. He took care of us. And so this gratitude and thinking about it and really just meditating on it really softened my heart. And I was able to, and also the mindfulness, just being mindful, mindful of all this, mindful of what had happened, and really looking at it clearly, and letting go all of my judgment, my condemnation, and my anger, and just letting it go. And what I found after all of these thoughts, these judgments dropped from my eyes, I saw the man that my father was. Not perfect, neither am I, neither are any of us, but he was a loving, devoted husband and a father that did spend time with his kids. He spent time with his other kids because they wanted to be with him. And it was me, and my judgment and everything that actually destroyed the relationship. But I'm so grateful that with mindfulness and gratitude, that relationship was truly healed. So that's how powerful gratitude and mindfulness can be. So gratitude, we're going to look at gratitude first. And gratitude is the quality of being thankful and showing appreciation for what one has received, whether tangible or intangible. So it involves recognizing the good in our lives and acknowledging the sources of this goodness, which often lie outside of ourselves. Here are some key aspects of gratitude. Recognition is one. It involves recognizing and acknowledging the positive aspects of life and the kindness of others. That's what I had to do with my father. I finally recognized that. Appreciation. It's about appreciating the value of what we have rather than focusing on what we lack. And that was another thing that I was able to do with my father. Looking back, not then, not there, but looking back, once the forgiveness set in, I was able to truly appreciate all that he had done. And then expression. Gratitude often involves the expressing of thanks and appreciation to others, which can strengthen relationships and foster a sense of community. And I was able to thank my father. I was able to love my father. So the benefits of practicing gratitude, I don't know about y'all, but there has been tons of research that has been done in the medical field, in the psychology field, scientists, taking brain scans and things like that. There has been so much research that's done, and this research is showing us quite a bit about the benefits of gratitude and the benefits of mindfulness, among other things. But gratitude, practicing gratitude on a regular basis has an incredible effect upon us, from improving our mental health to enhancing our physical well-being. So there's countless benefits that has been found by cultivating gratitude in your life on a daily basis. So research has shown that people that practice gratitude have higher levels of happiness and optimism, lower levels of stress and depression, and stronger social connections. And gratitude has also been linked to improved physical health. Studies have found that those who practice gratitude experience better sleep quality, lower blood pressure, reduced inflammation, and improved immune function. So by focusing on the positive aspects of our lives and expressing appreciation for what we have, we allow ourselves to let go of the negative emotions like resentment and envy. This shift in the mindset can lead to a significant improvement in both our mental and our physical health. Now, there are several gratitude practices, and if you come to the workshop, you're going to learn more. But here's just a few. Here's 5 gratitude practices that you can easily do. And so cultivating gratitude can significantly enhance our well-being and bring more joy into our lives. So number 1, keep a gratitude journal. Okay, that's a wonderful way to remind yourself on a daily basis of what you are grateful for. You can do it in the morning or you can do it at night. But if you're really, really serious about really putting more gratitude in your life, then I would suggest that you take a journal and you have it by your bedside. And in the morning, I'd write down 3 things. Before you even get out of bed, 3 things that you're thankful for. And then before you go to bed at night, write down 3 things. Or if you're busy, 1. But it's easy to find 3 things to be grateful for, I guarantee you. So before you go to bed and after when you wake up, just have a journal there by so this is one way of practicing gratitude. And then also making an effort to express gratitude to other people. Just make that part of your mindset that whenever you are in a conversation, you are going to find some way to say thank you, to be appreciative of something. And what you do, it's a practice, okay? It's something that we have to do over and over. And if you do this over and over, like any practice, it'll eventually just start coming natural to you. And it will uplift you, I guarantee it. I am an incurable optimist. I am. I feel I am joyful because I practice gratitude. And I ask, and I tell people how grateful I am. I tell my partner every day how grateful I am. So just expressing gratitude, it's easy. You just have to practice it and make it a habit. Gratitude meditation, of course, you can just meditate. Just sit, meditate, concentrate on your breath, and just sit there in the silence and just allow yourself to feel the gratitude. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for the air you breathe, for the home that you are in, and the chair that you're sitting in. You can just sit there for just a little while in a short meditation, just feeling gratitude. Then you can also create a gratitude jar. And we've set out, we have a gratitude jar. It's a great big sort of fishbowl. We just set it up out there. So I'm going to invite you, this we're about to enter October. October is the month of Thanksgiving. For me, being that I live in the state, it goes all the way from October all the way into November. So I have not just one, but two Thanksgivings. But so this is our month. October is going to be our month of gratitude, really giving gratitude some thought. So we have our gratitude jar out here, and some notes, little pieces of paper that you can write something that you're grateful for. And just put it in the jar. And you can have a jar like that in your own home too. And that gives you another opportunity to write down and remember what you're grateful for. And then also volunteering or give back. Helping others can foster a sense of gratitude for what we have. And it creates also an impact on our community when we volunteer. So incorporating these practices into our daily life can help you develop a more grateful mindset. And it can enhance your overall sense of well-being. So the other thing is the role of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment. Aware of our thoughts, our feelings, our sensations, and being aware without judging in any way. It involves paying attention to the present experience with openness and curiosity. And this practice can be cultivated through various techniques such as meditation, breathing exercises, and mindful observation of daily activities. Mindfulness is often considered, and I consider it, a spiritual path because it aligns with so many spiritual teachings and practices that are aimed at achieving greater self-awareness and inner peace and even enlightenment. And here are some of the key aspects of mindfulness as a spiritual path. Awareness and presence. Mindfulness encourages a deep awareness of the present moment, which is the common goal in many of our spiritual traditions. This awareness helps us connect with our true selves, with our Christ self. And it helps us to connect with each other and with the world. Another aspect is non-judgmental observation. By observing our thoughts and our feelings without judgment, mindfulness fosters a sense of compassion and acceptance for both ourselves and for others. This aligns with the spiritual principles of kindness and non-attachment. And then another aspect is inner peace. Regular mindfulness practice can lead to a calmer mind, and reduce stress, creating a sense of inner peace. This tranquility is often seen as a step towards spiritual awakening. The fourth one is connection to the divine. For many, mindfulness is a way to connect with the higher power. And by being fully present, we can feel a deeper connection to the universe and experience moments of spiritual insight. And then also, another key aspect is transformation and growth. Mindfulness can be a tool for personal growth and transformation. It helps us to become aware of our habits and our patterns, allowing us to make conscious changes that align with our spiritual goals. So other benefits of mindfulness practices is, like I said, there's been all of this research done, and what the research is showing is that mindfulness practices reduce stress and anxiety. They improve our emotional regulation. In other words, practicing mindfulness enhances emotional regulation, allowing people to respond to situations more calmly and thoroughly. Decreased depression, enhanced cognitive function. Mindfulness can improve attention, focus, and memory. It has been linked to change in actual brain structure and function, and particularly in areas related to attention and emotional regulation. So also better health physically, improved sleep quality, better management of chronic pain, stronger relationships. I mean, it fosters communication and empathy with your partners. So it's just mindfulness just increases our well-being. And so it's something that we should really highly consider making more, putting to work in our life more. So here's 3 practical applications I want to give you. So first, the mindfulness meditation. Again, meditation is a way to help us cultivate our mindfulness. So this, just sitting and counting your breath and focusing totally on your breath and allowing yourself to be calm is a wonderful way. It's a wonderful way to calm your mind. And it's really something we can do for just a little bit of time throughout the day, every once in a while. Just spend some time in the silence. And this has actually, I mean, the peace and the calm and the quiet has probably been the most important part of meditation, my meditation practice. It's giving me the calmness and the ability to be just, to be very present and not to be upset by things that constantly go on. I noticed this most importantly when I was a prayer chaplain in a hospital emergency room. And I realized that through my meditation practice, I had reached that state where no matter what was going on and no matter how horrific things were around me, that I was able to tap into that what the Apostle Paul called that peace beyond understanding. So no matter what's going on, even in a heated argument, you can snap yourself out of it and be there fully present and calmly. So that is a wonderful part of mindfulness. And then mindful living. So mindful living is incorporating mindfulness into daily activities. And we've talked about this before, but working it into your activities like eating, walking, and even washing your dishes. By being mindful, this can transform even the most mundane task. So as a spiritual practice, it can be easily worked into everyday life situations. That's the beauty of mindfulness. It's something that you are being offered opportunities to put it into practice all the time. And so mindfulness is one of those practices that is just always there at your fingertips if you're just mindful of doing it. So perhaps this is what, maybe this is what the Apostle Paul was talking about when he talked about praying without ceasing. Maybe he was talking about this being fully just mindful all the time. No matter what we're doing, we're paying attention and we're not letting our mind go off on some tangent that's not actually about this present moment. And then also mindfulness can enhance our gratitude, making us more aware of the positive aspects of our lives, fostering a sense of abundance and appreciation. So mindfulness as a spiritual path is about cultivating a deeper connection with ourself and the world and leading to a more awakened and fulfilling life. I've mentioned before that when I discovered Unity in Austin, Texas back in 1984, I also discovered A Course in Miracles. There was a Course in Miracles group that met every Monday night, and so I started going to A Course in Miracles when I discovered Unity. And the combination of Unity and A Course in Miracles facilitated a major shift in consciousness for me. In the introduction to A Course in Miracles, the Course, you read this. He says, "The Course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite." I believe that both joy and love are our natural inheritance. Love is who we are. Joy is who we are. And so it's there, it's just our thoughts and our emotions have covered it up. And our job is to find out what is it that is keeping this joy, which is our natural inheritance, from just bubbling up within us. So here are some ways gratitude, mindfulness, and joy influence and enhance each other. So practicing gratitude helps us focus on the present moment by appreciating what we have right now. So this aligns perfectly with a mindfulness, which is all about being present and fully engaged in the here and the now. So gratitude also enhances mindfulness by positive focus. Gratitude shifts our attention to positive aspects of life, making it easier to stay mindful and avoid getting caught up in negative thoughts and worries. And then also, mindfulness works on gratitude. It deepens our gratitude. Mindfulness increases our awareness of the small, often overlooked blessings in our life. This heightened awareness can lead to a deeper sense of gratitude for everyday moments. And then also, mindfulness teaches us to accept things as they are without judgment. This acceptance can foster a more genuine and profound sense of gratitude, even for challenges and difficulties. So joy, the third thing is joy is a byproduct of gratitude and mindfulness. Both gratitude and mindfulness contribute to emotional resilience. When we practice these regularly, we become better equipped to handle life's ups and downs, leading to a more sustained joy. Also, gratitude and mindfulness can boost our positive emotions. Gratitude helps us recognize and savor positive experiences while mindfulness allows us to fully experience and enjoy those. So they work hand in hand. So as I get ready to close this talk, these practices help us to be more in the present moment. They bring us to the present moment. And the present moment is where our joy resides. Joy is not in the past or the future. The only place we're going to find joy is right here and right now. And I'm saying that it lies within each and every one of us. So these practices help us stay present in the present moment. And they also help us to tap into that peace beyond understanding that also lies within us. And when we can tap into that peace, then that joy is allowed to just come to the surface. So joy, peace, love, they're all work together. And just be aware that these are practices. And I have to just, emphasize the importance of actual practice and being constant, consistent in your practice. And if you are consistent in these practices, it will change your life. It has changed my life. So there's a scripture in 1 Peter 1:8 that I remembered. It came to mind, and it says, "Rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory." And I just sort of love that. Joy unspeakable and full of glory. I think we would all just love to just let joy unspeakable and glory just fill us. And so let's be open and let's be receptive for just that as we go into our meditation. So I am going to encourage you to take what you've heard here today and pick some things that you can actually put into practice into your life this coming month and see how you feel afterwards. So I'm going to lead you right now, and I'm going to invite some music in the background. I'm going to invite you to do a gratitude meditation with me. So please just make yourself comfortable. And I do invite you to take several deep breaths. And with every deep breath, take a deep breath and then let it out slowly and just do it in your own timing. And with each breath that you take, we're just relaxing into your seat. So get comfortable where you are. Breathing deeply and then letting out slowly. And with each breath we take and each breath we release, we allow ourselves to be fully focused on this present moment. We allow ourselves to feel the seat that supports us. And we just relax. And we open our hearts and we open our minds to the presence of Spirit that we live and move and have our being in. So as we sit here and relax, fully focused on this present moment, I'm going to invite you to visualize some things that you are grateful for. Use your imagination. And when I invite you to visualize something to be grateful for, I'm going to ask you to just let your heart, once you visualize it, let your heart just be filled with gratitude. Now, this is a meditation that you can do at home as well. So first, I want you to think of someone that you are truly grateful for. And the first person that comes to mind for me is my partner, David. Just visualize that person right in front of you. Notice their facial expression. Perhaps they're smiling at you. But visualize them. See them in your mind's eye. What are they wearing? Look at their mannerisms. Look into their eyes. And as you do that, as you have that vision of that person in front of you, feel gratitude. Just let it fill your heart. Feel the love there. Feel the love. And it feels wonderful. And we are grateful for that person in our life. Or maybe it's a person that was in our life but is no longer in our life, but we truly, truly feel and appreciate what that person has meant to us. Now I'm going to invite you to shift, and I want you to think of a place that you are grateful for. And immediately my mind goes to my patio and my chair out there overlooking the bird feeder and in the garden, and that's where my mind goes. I'm so grateful for that little spot on my patio. I get great joy there. And so what is your place? What place? Maybe it's the beach, but it's your place. So visualize that place that gives you you love to be there. So imagine the sounds that you're hearing. If it's at the beach, it's the water, the waves. But imagine the sounds. Imagine how it might even smell. But allow you to just really visualize that place that you love to be. And so you are feeling gratitude for that place. Now we're going to shift and we're going to think of a body part. Draw your attention to that point, a part of your body that you truly appreciate. It might be your heart, it might be your eyes, it might be your ears. What does it allow you to do? What are you grateful for? So wherever that part is on your body, I want you to just concentrate on that part of your body and take a deep breath in that space and feel that part of your body just sort of glowing with a light. And feel the gratitude for that part of your body that is so important to you right now. And it might be a part of your body that needs some extra love, some extra healing. So we send it love and we send it our healing thoughts as well. And then I invite you to think of a meal maybe that you've recently had or one you would like to have. Just see it clearly in your mind. Imagine how it would smell. Imagine how it would taste. You can use your imagination and really appreciate that. And be grateful. Be grateful for that meal. We are so fortunate here in Canada to be in a safe place and to be well fed. And we're grateful. And so now, one more item. I want you to think of an animal. Either it could be a pet that you had or a pet that you have now, or just an animal that you truly love. You love horses. Think of that animal. And I'm thinking of my dogs and how they greet me every time I come home. So see that animal vividly in your mind. See their color. See their actions. See how they might want to play with you. We just visualize that, and we are grateful. Grateful for that companionship. Grateful for that, especially with our pets, that unconditional love. So take one more deep breath and just allow yourself to feel a strong feeling of gratitude for this life, for this community. So we are grateful. And when you're ready to bring yourself out of this meditation, just allow yourself to do so gently. How did that feel? Gratitude is, it just uplifts you. It does. So thank you. Thank you for that.
So thank you, David. That was a lovely meditation. It was really kind of puts things in perspective.
And it's one you can do at home.
And you know what I noticed? For years, I just resisted exercise because I always hurt myself. But I've been doing exercises, and I have to spend about 15 minutes warming up my back. And I found I have this practice going where I meditate and just like be in that space very mindfully. And then when I do my exercises, I'm much more mindful about them. And I have not hurt myself. So I just found that, while you were talking, I got to thinking about that. So it's like recognizing those places too. So thank you for that message.
Absolutely.
And also thank you to Jennifer for being our tech gal today. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And again, thank you, Mike and Angelica, for the music today. Thank you so much. Okay, so at this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen. We have a global vision. Oh, that's your part.
Okay, I'm just here at the moment. We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. I am
a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all. So we do have a lot of announcements today. Please remember that additional information for all of these announcements is on our website and also in our newsletter. So join us today after the Sunday experience in this auditorium with Jerry Gadzella. He's going to be conducting a workshop. It's going to another great interactive workshop. For those of you who have been in a workshop with him, you know what a good facilitator he is. So we're going to be looking at bringing more joy into our life through gratitude and mindfulness. And so this workshop is provided on a love offering basis. Join us today also, no, not today, this coming Tuesday is our volunteer team leaders. So all of the volunteers, we have all these different volunteer teams, and so all of our volunteer team leaders are going to be meeting on this coming Tuesday on Zoom. And so we're getting all of our team leaders together, and we're going to be looking at the rest of the year. We've got a wellness fair coming up in November the 10th. And so also we invite any of you that are fairly new to Unity to come into this Zoom meeting and find out some of the different ways that you can be assistance, how you can volunteer, because we are always in need of volunteers because we've always got lots of things going on. So this meeting is for our team leaders and anybody that's on a team, and also anyone that'd like to find a way to be to volunteer. So you can find the link and everything in our newsletter. Okay, and if you don't have a newsletter, let me know. We'll make sure you get one. Okay.
So Unity Canada 2024 Virtual Conference and AGM is happening from October 18th until October 20th. There is an early bird price of $80 to register. Further information and links are provided in our most recent newsletter, as well as our website and Facebook group. And also, on Monday at 6:30 p.m., there is the Divine Feminine Sacred Circle, which meets. And where do they meet? Here?
They meet here, and then they might go out, because they sometimes go out to the,
Okay.
yeah. But anyway, they meet in the back and go upstairs, and they'll meet there. So, also, by the way, that our Unity Canada conference is coming up in October the 18th and 20th. It's a 3-day conference, lots of workshops, and it's really I really highly encourage you to attend if you'd like to do get involved in some really good workshops and find out more about what's going on in Unity around Canada. So you are highly encouraged to attend. So there will be a ride or walk on October the 5th at Matthew House Refugee Center. And ride is what is called as a family-friendly bike and walk in support of charities helping people seeking hope, safety, and freedom. This is for our immigrants. And the link and registration and further information is available in our most recent newsletter and the workshop and the website. And then also, just FYI, we ended up, due to unforeseen circumstances, we are doing the new member orientation class next Sunday. So it'll be next Sunday after the service, and that's the first. There'll also be drumming for those who want drumming, but we're going to be doing, and we have like 4 people that are anybody can come to the orientation, because it's a great class on Unity's history and about Unity's beliefs and everything. So anyone is welcome to attend it, and it is a 2-hour PowerPoint presentation, and it's an opportunity to ask questions about Unity. And for members for new members, for people wanting to become a voting member, it is a required class.
So Jerry Gadzilla will be doing a 4-part series of relationality workshops beginning October 10th. Further details and information are provided on our website and newsletter.
And so these will be starting like on Thursdays, October the 10th. Is that it will be in here. It will be in person. And Jerry, raise your hand. Jerry back there, he's the one who's going to be doing a workshop today, and also if you have any questions about the relationship or relationality workshops, feel free to ask him. Okay.
What is enlightenment and waking up all about? Find out by joining us on Wednesday, Wisdom and Transformation, and that's every Wednesday from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in our upstairs bookstore. For more information, see Reverend David.
Yeah. Also, next Sunday is October the 6th, and it's as our Divine Conversations. And Divine Conversations is about what is unity exactly. We're going to be talking with Michael Greaves, and most of you know Michael. Michael and I are going to be in conversation about what brought him to Unity. He and Carol Ann have been with Unity for longer than I've been here, for sure. But anyway, it should be a really fun conversation. We're going to be it'll be Michael Greaves and myself in conversation about what is unity. Why do we come here? All right, and
you want me to read the next part?
Yeah, go ahead.
As a reminder, our prayer chaplain, Lucy Croker, is available to pray with you directly after the service upstairs in our prayer room.
Okay, I don't see Lucy. We will have a prayer chaplain up there, but I don't see Lucy unless she's already up there.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And we have also, if you want more information on all these events, it can be found on our website, in our newsletter, or by asking Reverend David or any of the board members.
Absolutely. So again, all of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by your generous donations. So our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. And so we have created a lot of different ways online that you can support us. And then also we have our prayer box up here.
And we also have a love offering box, and it's near the foyer of the front door. And there's offering envelopes and pens where you can drop in your tithe or love offering as you leave the chapel. And for all the ways you support us, for your prayers, love, time, presence, and service, we thank you and bless you. We are grateful. We are blessed by our wonderful corps of volunteers, and we are truly grateful.
We are indeed. Thank you so much for all that you do, and thank you for being here. And so now let's stand up, and we will do our blessing.
Yes.
Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of the love surrounds us,
We are light.
and the love of the divine enfolds us.
We are love.
The peace of love fills us.
We are peace.
The power of love protects us.
We are power.
The presence of love watches over us.
We are presence.
And wherever we are, love is.
All is divine.
And my friends, you truly are. Thank you for being here, and
Thank you,
please
everyone.
join us upstairs for refreshments and conversation.